In this question, we're told that the ratio of hamburgers to hot dogs is 5 to 3, and that the number of hamburgers sold is 275. And what we have to find out is how many more hamburgers than hot dogs are sold. So if we can find out how many hot dogs are sold, we can just subtract the number of hamburgers sold from the number of hot dogs sold to get how many more hamburgers than hot dogs are sold. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing we can do, let's draw a little table here to represent our ratio and the number of hamburgers and hot dogs sold. And we're comparing hamburgers and hot dogs. So we see that the ratio of hamburgers to hot dogs is 5 to 3, and the order is important. If the word hamburgers comes first, then the number 5 is associated with hamburgers. Hot dogs come second, so the number 3 is associated with hot dogs. So the ratio is 5 for the hamburgers to 3 for the hot dogs. And we're told the number of hamburgers sold is 275, so that goes here for the total sold. And what we're trying to find out is how many hot dogs were sold. So this is a directly proportional relationship, so we can set these equal, and to find the question mark we simply cross multiply. So what we would get is 5 times the question mark equals 3 times 275. And then to isolate the question mark, what we're going to do is divide both sides by 5, because in this case the 5's cancel out, and we'll get the question mark equaling 3 times 275 divided by 5. And when we plug that into our calculator, we get the question mark equaling 165. Therefore, we know the number of hot dogs sold here is 165. But what we're asked to find is how many more hamburgers than hot dogs are sold. So what we do is simply subtract these numbers. So 275 minus 165 gives us 0, that's 1, and 1 gives us 110. So now we can answer the question. There are 110 more hamburgers sold than hot dogs.